If you're fed up with feeling like your state is draining your wallet, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into the places that take the most from their residents. In this video, we will break down the 11 states that have the highest living costs, real estate prices, taxes, traffic and parking fees, car registration, and more. These states often operate like for-profit companies, always looking for new ways to pull cash from their residents. By the end of this video, you will have a realistic picture of the financial strain of living in these states, including salary estimates needed for a single person to live comfortably. Also, if you are in one of these states, let us know in the comments below. And if you recently moved out of one of these states, how do you like your new home? Are you ready to get started? Let's go. State number 11, Illinois. Illinois might surprise you as an entry on this list, but between the property taxes and the high costs in cities like Chicago, living here is no easy feat. Known for its beautiful landscapes and vibrant cities, Illinois can also hit your wallet hard. One of the most significant financial burdens is the property tax rate, which is among the highest in the nation. This means that property owners are often faced with substantial tax bills that can take a significant chunk out of their monthly budgets. When it comes to real estate, the average home price in Chicago stands at around $368,000. This gives property owners in Illinois an average property tax bill of around $7,728 annually. While this price might seem manageable compared to some other major cities, it's worth noting that the suburban areas surrounding Chicago are only slightly less expensive, making it difficult for those seeking more affordable housing options. Renting in Illinois doesn't offer much relief either. Even small apartments in desirable neighborhoods command premium prices, pushing rental costs higher and higher. Additional costs such as parking and traffic fines are also steep, especially in the busy streets of Chicago where finding a parking spot can be a challenge. Commuters can expect to face heavy traffic, leading to longer travel times and increased fuel costs. Speaking of fuel, gas prices in Illinois are often higher than the national average, further straining your finances and making day-to-day commuting an expensive endeavor. To maintain a decent quality of life, an average single person would need around $95,000 per year to live comfortably in Illinois. This figure accounts for housing, utilities, groceries, and other essential expenses. The overall tax burden in Illinois also adds to the financial strain, sitting at approximately 9.7%. This tax rate can feel particularly burdensome when combined with the various additional fees and other costs that residents of Illinois encounter. State number 10, Alaska. Alaska is often viewed as a stunning paradise, but it also ranks high on the list of states that drain your wallet. One of the appealing aspects of Alaska is its relatively lower tax burden, sitting at around 4.9%. While this may seem like a great advantage, it's important to consider that the overall cost of living remains high, making day-to-day expenses quite significant for residents. When it comes to real estate, the median home price in Alaska is approximately $365,000. However, this figure can skyrocket in areas near Anchorage where demand drives prices even higher. Finding affordable housing can be a challenge, especially in popular cities where the market is competitive. Additionally, the cost of living in Alaska extends far beyond housing. Basic necessities like groceries and utilities tend to be much more expensive compared to the national average, primarily due to the high transport costs associated with shipping goods to remote areas of the state. Residents often find themselves paying a premium for everyday items, which can add up quickly. Traffic fines in Alaska can also take a toll on your finances. With the unique weather conditions, including icy roads, fines for infractions can be unexpectedly high, catching drivers off guard. Even minor violations can result in steep penalties, contributing to the overall expense of living in the state. To maintain a comfortable lifestyle, an average individual would need around $100,000 per year in Alaska. This figure reflects the necessity of accommodating higher costs for housing, groceries, and utilities, as well as other everyday expenses. While Alaska offers breathtaking landscapes and a unique way of life, the financial implications of living there can be quite heavy, requiring careful budgeting and planning. Now, real quick, before we move to country number 9, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a new video from us. And also, make sure to hit that like button. State number 9, Maryland. Maryland is often seen as a desirable state due to its proximity to Washington, D.C., but living here comes with a hefty price tag. The tax burden in Maryland is not the highest in the country, but at around 9.3%. It still adds a significant amount to residents' expenses. This means that while you might not face the steepest taxes, the overall financial impact can be quite substantial. Real estate prices are particularly steep, with the median home price hovering around $420,000. This cost rises sharply in areas close to Washington, D.C., where the average home value exceeds $601,920. In addition to housing costs, residents face high parking fees and fines, especially in urban areas like Baltimore and Annapolis. These charges can accumulate quickly, making it essential to budget carefully. Furthermore, traffic congestion is a common issue in Maryland, especially for those commuting to D.C. This not only adds to the financial burden as fuel costs and vehicle maintenance can rise, but it also takes a mental toll due to the stress of navigating intense traffic daily. To live comfortably in Maryland, an individual would need approximately $100,000 annually. This figure accounts for the high cost of housing, everyday expenses, and the additional costs associated with transportation and parking. State number 8. Connecticut. Connecticut consistently ranks as one of the states with the highest living costs in the nation, and it's easy to see why. With a hefty tax burden of 10.1%, residents face significant financial pressures right from the start. This high property tax contributes to the overall cost of living, making it challenging for many to stay afloat financially. When it comes to real estate, the median home price in Connecticut hovers around $410,000. This price point can be even higher in desirable areas, especially those close to major cities like Hartford and New Haven. Living costs extend beyond housing as utilities and necessities are also significantly higher compared to the national average. Groceries, fuel, and other essential expenses can add up quickly, making it crucial for residents to be vigilant about their spending. Additionally, Connecticut has a reputation for having punishing fines for traffic violations and parking. These penalties can be especially harsh, which can create an additional layer of financial strain for those who rely on their vehicles for commuting or daily activities. To maintain a comfortable lifestyle in Connecticut, an individual would need around $110,000 per year. This estimate encompasses housing costs, everyday expenses, and the inevitable financial hits from traffic fines and high utility bills. State number 7. Oregon. Oregon is known for its stunning landscapes and vibrant culture, but it also comes with a steep cost of living that many residents find challenging. While the state does not impose a sales tax, it has a significant overall tax burden of 8.4%, which includes various other taxes that can impact residents' wallets. This tax structure can be surprising for those who are used to more straightforward taxation systems. The real estate market in Oregon has seen a dramatic rise, with the median home price reaching around $500,000. This is especially pronounced in cities like Portland, where demand drives prices even higher. As a result, many individuals and families face the daunting task of navigating a competitive housing market, often requiring them to allocate a significant portion of their income towards mortgage payments or rent. Living costs in Oregon extend beyond housing. Residents are also hit with high car registration fees and traffic fines, which can add up quickly, especially for those commuting in and around urban areas. Additionally, there are extra taxes aimed at funding various social programs, which can further stretch a household budget. To live comfortably in Oregon, an individual would need approximately $110,000 annually. This figure takes into account housing costs, everyday expenses, and the additional financial burdens from taxes and fees. State number 6. New Jersey. New Jersey consistently ranks among the states with the highest living costs in the country. Real estate prices in New Jersey are particularly steep, with a median home price around $540,000. Property taxes average $13,176, contributing to an overall tax burden of 10.1%, which can weigh heavily on residents as they manage their monthly expenses while keeping up with demanding tax requirements. This high cost of homeownership makes it a challenging goal for many individuals and families, especially in areas closer to major urban centers like New York City and Philadelphia. Even renting can be a significant financial strain, with prices reflecting the high demand for housing in the state. Living costs extend beyond housing, as basic necessities and services in New Jersey also come with hefty price tags. Residents frequently find themselves facing high costs for groceries, utilities, and transportation. This combination of high taxes and elevated living expenses creates a financial landscape that can feel overwhelming for many. To maintain a comfortable lifestyle in New Jersey, an individual would need approximately $103,000 annually. This figure accounts for housing, daily expenses, and the additional financial burdens imposed by taxes and high living costs. State number 5. Washington. Washington State is known for its beautiful landscapes and vibrant cities, but it also comes with a high cost of living that can catch newcomers off guard. While Washington does not impose an income tax, it compensates with high sales taxes, which can add to the overall financial burden for residents. The median home price in the state is around $620,000, but in major cities like Seattle, that figure skyrockets to approximately $800,000. This makes homeownership a daunting prospect for many. Renting is also costly, with average prices reflecting the demand for housing in urban areas. Residents often find themselves grappling with expensive registration fees for vehicles and significant traffic fines that can quickly add up. On top of that, basic living costs, including groceries and utilities, are higher than the national average, which compounds the financial pressure on families and individuals. To live comfortably in Washington, a person would need to earn about $105,000 each year. This estimate takes into account housing expenses, everyday costs, and the additional financial pressures from taxes and fees. State number 4, Massachusetts. Massachusetts is notorious for its steep living expenses and high taxes, making it one of the more expensive states to call home. The median home price in Boston stands at around $620,000, and even suburban areas are not far behind, contributing to a challenging housing market. Renting is similarly costly, with prices reflecting the demand in this highly sought-after region. Living in Massachusetts comes with a host of other expenses that can quickly add up. Basic necessities like groceries and utilities are significantly higher than the national average. Additionally, parking fees in cities like Boston are notoriously steep, further straining residents' budgets. To maintain a comfortable lifestyle in Massachusetts, an individual needs to earn approximately $120,000 annually. When looking at the tax implications, if you earn $100,000 a year, you can expect to pay around $27,662 in taxes. This reduces your net pay to about $72,338 per year, or roughly $6,028 monthly. This results in an average tax rate of 27.7% and a marginal tax rate of 36.6%. State number 3, New York. New York consistently ranks as one of the most expensive states in the country, driven by high taxes and living costs. The state imposes significant state and city taxes, including property taxes, which contribute to a heavy financial burden on residents. In fact, the combined federal, state, and local tax burden in New York State is crazy high. If you make $100,000 a year living in the region of New York, USA, you will be taxed $28,124. That means that your net pay will be $71,876 per year, or $5,990 per month. Your average tax rate is 28.1%, and your marginal tax rate is 38.1%. Then, when it comes to real estate, New York's median home price is around $485,000. But if you're looking in New York City, the figures skyrocket to nearly $900,000. These exorbitant prices make homeownership a significant challenge for many individuals and families. So let's say your home costs $600,000, which is about in the middle. You would owe $13,620 in property tax on top of that already high $28,124 that you are paying taxes. That would put you at $41,384 in federal, state, and property taxes, which is 41.38% of your income going to taxes. Living costs in New York are substantial, especially in urban areas like New York City, where daily expenses can add up quickly. To maintain a comfortable standard of living, individuals need around $138,000 per year. And those in New York City often require double that amount to cover the high costs associated with housing, transportation, and basic necessities. The financial strain of living in New York is palpable, with many residents finding it necessary to adapt their lifestyles to manage the heavy expenses. In contrast, Florida is a state without a state income tax. If you make the same $100,000 in Florida, your tax burden would be about $22,418, leaving you with a net income of approximately $77,582 per year, or $6,465 per month. In this scenario, Florida's average tax rate would be 22.4%, with a marginal rate of 31.3%. Then, with property tax on a $600,000 at $6,700, you would be only paying 29% in taxes, or $29,118. State number 2, California. California has long been recognized for its high cost of living, particularly when it comes to housing and taxes. The median home prices in major cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles can exceed $900,000, with the average home value in San Francisco reaching approximately $1,260,086. This substantial cost of housing can be a significant burden for residents trying to make ends meet. Beyond housing, everyday expenses can quickly accumulate. Parking fees and traffic fines in urban areas contribute to the overall financial strain. Living in California means facing a high price tag for basic needs, making it challenging for many to maintain a comfortable lifestyle. To live comfortably in California, individuals need to earn around $125,000 per year. Even for those making $100,000 annually, the tax burden is considerable. Residents are taxed $29,959, leaving them with a net income of $70,041 per year, or $5,837 per month. This results in an average tax rate of 30.0% and a marginal tax rate of 42.6%. State number 1, Hawaii. Hawaii is renowned for being the most expensive state in the United States, with extreme costs across nearly every category of living. The housing market is particularly challenging, with median home prices on islands like Oahu and Maui often exceeding $800,000. This makes buying a home a significant hurdle for many residents, and renting is similarly costly, with small apartments commanding premium prices. The high demand for housing in these beautiful locales drives prices up, putting further financial pressure on those who call Hawaii home. Living expenses in Hawaii extend well beyond housing. Due to the state's remote location, groceries and everyday goods are notably expensive, resulting in prices that far surpass the national average. The cost of utilities, transportation, and other necessities can also add up quickly, leaving residents to grapple with the reality of high living costs in paradise. This unique blend of factors creates an environment where financial stress is a common experience for many. To maintain a comfortable standard of living in Hawaii, residents need to earn about $200,000 annually. With such a high cost of living, it's clear that Hawaii operates almost like a for-profit entity, continuously seeking ways to extract money from its residents. From steep property taxes to exorbitant housing prices and daily expenses, many individuals find it increasingly challenging to make ends meet. This financial strain often leads people to reflect on their living situations, prompting them to reconsider whether to stay in these states or seek more affordable options elsewhere. We invite you to share your experiences with living in high-cost states. Have you faced similar challenges, or do you have tips for navigating these financial hurdles? Your insights could be valuable for others in the same boat. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the realities of living in different states, be sure to subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching.